Okay, Paula's finished her cooking. Now I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. Let me tell you all how this started. I made chicken and dumplings years ago, and I would drain all the chicken out and take it off the bone, get rid of all the bone and all the gristle and the veins and every skin and everything. So when you ate my chicken and dumpling, it was just chickens and dumplings, and that's all. And Paula would cook hers. It was really good, but she would leave the bones and the skin and the veins and the gristle. That's how this all started. I said, my chicken and dumplings is better than yours. And I think that Paula now knows my secret. So let's hope. I don't know what she did, but let's hope it's still on the bone, because if she took it off the bone, she's cheating. Because that's how this whole thing started. But knowing that maybe she was cheating, I went searching for a better bird. So I went and got a organic, antibiotic free range chicken, and it was the only one in the whole store, and they laughed at me when I bought it. Not really. It's a good chicken, but this is it. And it's like a 5-pound chicken. Okay. So, but let's hope Paula stuck to her guns and did her original recipe, because we will look it up, because it's written in a book somewhere, and I'll find out if she actually cheated. So, okay, we put our chicken in. Then you fill it up just above water, just above the chicken, and a chicken this big we'll probably cook 2 hours. And then I had another secret recipe, a secret, that I bought some thighs that I'll put in there about an hour from now. They won't take me as long to cook as this whole chicken. So that's another secret. All right, I got the water just above the let's see here, Teresa. This one? Yeah. Okay, you put it on high and bring it to a boil. I got 2 onions and just quartered them. And eventually we'll take all this out, but now we're actually seasoning the stock. This is celery. And then I got some garlic, a couple of cloves of garlic. Put in that. But we will drain that out eventually, after it's cooked. Then I'm going to use just 3 sprigs of thyme. You got to be careful with thyme. You don't want to it's overpowering. It can be overpowering if you're not careful. But then a couple of bay leaves. I've got a funny story. My son went to spend a night with a buddy of his, and we always took our bay leaves out of our food, before we served it. But evidently they served it with the bay leaves in it. And Anthony just took it out and put it next to his plate. He says he thought it was an oak leaf. He thought somebody had it, that it accidentally got in there. That's pretty funny. Okay, now salt and pepper to taste. I'm not real good with salt, but pretty good with pepper. I love pepper. So let's see. That's a tablespoon. And I'm going to put about a half a tablespoon. And I'm not going to put that much salt in it. We'll taste it later on, but let's see. About 3/4 of a tablespoon. That's what I'm putting there. Okay, now you bring it to a boil, a roaring boil, and then you turn it down to simmer. It's on high now. So you get it to a roaring boil, then you turn it down to low, and you don't put the top on all the way. You just kind of leave a crack where, and 2 hours later, it's going to be the best chicken and dumpling that you've ever tasted, at least in this house. Another thing I did, not just bought the best chicken I could find, I soaked it in buttermilk overnight. And I don't know, the reason I did that is sometimes wild game, you soak it in buttermilk and it makes it tender. So I don't know if it's going to do anything or not, but I'm not holding back anything. This is going to be the best chicken and dumpling ever. Okay, we've been cooking for 2 hours, and you can't even. I was taking the chicken out, and it fell apart. So I know it's done, but just to make sure, you need to test and make sure in the thickest part of the chicken, it don't touch a bone. It's got to be 165, and I'm at 209. So it's ready to go. I make sure mine's well done. And see how it falls apart? It's just so tender now. Okay, you just take the big pieces of chicken out. Then I'm going to strain the vegetables out, the celery and the onions and the rosemary and I'll pick all the meat off the bones and put it back in. And now's the time to test your stock too, see if it's if it needs any kind of seasoning or salt or pepper. I think I'm gonna strain it. Okay, we're going to go to the other sink over here. I've got another pot with a strainer in it. I'm just use this pot. We don't have to use that one, do we?
Right. Nope.
Okay. Let's see. This may be. I think it needs a little more. Okay, we're going to add a little more salt. Just about a half a tablespoon. And about 3/4 tablespoon of pepper. Okay, now I'm going to pick all this off and take everything off the bone and then put it back in. Okay, I've got all the meat off the bones. Now I'm going to just skim the top of this my broth and on my stock. Just get the top of that off, just a little bit out, and put it in a bowl and thicken that. Then mix it back into my stock. Okay. See, Eddie. Quick mixing. I like mine a little bit thicker than Paula, and same with beans. I like my bean juice a little bit thicker than Paula's. Okay, I'll mix that back in there. And that'll thicken my broth up just a little bit. You don't want it too thick, because it's supposed to be like a soup, but you don't want it, like water. It's going to be a little bit thicker. Okay, I cheat with my dumplings a little bit. I use Annie's dumplings. They're strip dumplings, and they're so much easier. You take them out of the freezer about 5 minutes before you use them. Then you separate them, and you drop them into your boiling stock. I've taken the dumplings off the paper. They're frozen, and they're stuck to the papers. So you have to leave them out 5 or 10 minutes so they'll thaw a little bit. And you just drop them in. You can stir gently, but not much, because you don't want to break them up. Put into the boiling water. Okay, this is the best I can do. My chicken and dumplings are finished. May the best man win. And this or woman, if that could possibly happen. But I was a little gutsy to veer this far into her lane. But I still think I got a winner here. And good luck. What's her name? I think it's Paula. Good luck, Paula. You're going to need it.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.